There's one ability you could master, one that would basically change everything about what you get out of life. Not talent, not connections, not even working harder. It's way simpler than that, and most people completely miss it. Ready? Here it is. Asking. That's it. Asking for what you actually want. Sounds almost too basic, right? But think about it. You could be the hardest worker in the room and still end up with nothing if you never learn how to ask properly. So let's break down the real psychology behind asking and receiving, because once you get this, everything shifts. Number 1. Asking flips a switch in your brain. When you ask for something specific, you trigger this mental and emotional process that psychologists still don't fully understand. But it works. It's like hitting a button that starts machinery you didn't even know you had. Your brain begins problem-solving differently. You notice opportunities you walked past before. Your behavior changes without you forcing it. You don't need to understand the mechanics. Plenty of stuff works without you knowing how. Some people spend forever studying roots, while others are already eating the fruit. Point is, asking starts the whole receiving process. You gotta actually begin it. Number 2, getting stuff isn't the hard part. Here's what trips people up. They think receiving is where things fall apart. Nope. Receiving happens pretty automatically once you've asked correctly. So if that's true, what's really stopping you? Not asking in the first place. Seriously, check your own life. How many times did you work your tail off all year, but never wrote down a single specific goal, never actually asked for a particular outcome? You were a fantastic worker, but a terrible asker. That's gotta change. The universe isn't holding out on you, you're just not making requests. Number 3, there's more than enough to go around. Success isn't rationed. It's not like you show up and they're like, sorry, we ran out. There's an ocean of it available. But here's the problem most people have. They show up to this massive ocean holding a teaspoon. You getting the picture? If what you want is huge and available, why are you asking small? Trade that teaspoon for a bucket at minimum. Go bigger with what you're requesting. The size of what's possible should change the size of what you ask for. Number 4, ask with your brain turned on. There's 2 parts to asking that work. First one, ask intelligently, be specific, be detailed, be crystal clear. Not, I want more money. That's mumbling. Try this instead. I want $47,000 by June 15th for a down payment. How much? When? What for? Define it completely. Goals work like magnets when you describe them right. The clearer your description, the stronger they pull you forward. Psychologists call this implementation intention. When you specify exactly what you want, your brain can actually work toward it instead of wandering around confused. Number 5, ask like you're 6 years old again. Second part, ask with belief. That's the childlike piece adults forget. Kids don't ask for stuff while simultaneously talking themselves out of it. They just believe they can get what they want. Adults are too skeptical, too realistic, too scared of disappointment. But the formula that actually works is this. Plan like a grown-up. Believe like a kid. Make intelligent, detailed plans. Then trust them with that simple faith you had before life made you cynical. Try this approach for 3 months, 90 days. You can always go back to being skeptical if it doesn't work, but test it first. Describe exactly what you want, ask for it clearly, and believe you'll get it. Watch what happens. So stop just being a good worker. Start being a good asker. The world's impressed by people who do things, sure, but doing starts with asking. Make your requests specific. Make them big enough to match what's actually available, and back them up with both intelligence and faith. That combination unlocks stuff you didn't think was possible.